M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Baltimore Ravens. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Dalvin Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Now Cousins. That is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
6 yards to go.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. They go play action. Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Jackson, he's going to keep it himself. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Airing it out deep for Smith. That's going to be caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
Herb Smith Jr., his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Good. Makes the score Vikings 7, Ravens 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This time Jackson will throw it. He's going deep for Brown. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 39, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Flushed out right. That'll be complete to Cook. Shifts by him at the 25. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 23. 23 yards the pickup there.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. And each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Room here to run. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, yeah. Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Randy Gregory in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
A gain of 27.
A very solid gain of 27. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The tackle made by L.J. Ford.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Play fake. Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings.
Complete to number
Adam Thielen. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
10 at the 37-yard line.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Taken down back at the 34.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Quarterback forced out of bounds and sacked. He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
1st and 10.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. On the return, Tremont Smith. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Tremont Smith on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brought down at the 35-yard line.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Carrier.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them after they built that lead at intermission. They've seen that lead shrink.
How much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Yannick.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37.
Play action now. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 43.
It's a gain of
20. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And this is caught at the 8. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
touchdown.
Irv Smith Jr. with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Vikings 28, Ravens 9.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
He's
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their 1st-round pick. His first NFL sack, I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
Brings up third and less than a yard.
They go play action with Griffin. Oh, going for Jefferson. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings.
Complete.
Justin Jefferson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet.
There he goes, left side. The 20, 10, 5. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 79 yards.
For a Baltimore Raven.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll run with Dobbins. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
A 5-yard loss leads to second and goal at the 8-yard line.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Yo. I got you, boy. Slam.
Now Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
Check 53. I got you. Check.
Jackson from the shotgun. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. Fourth and goal.
And goal.
Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. Escaping the prank. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Anthony Barr coming in from his linebacker spot to bring him to the ground. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. Fourth and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And this offense is running away with this one.
But I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Fields this way up at the 17.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
3rd and
operating from the gun. Jackson.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
This is caught, and all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
stopped short of the goal line. It's a gain of a yard.
One more time with Dobbins. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Makes the score Vikings 42, Ravens 19. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. And the lead is now an even 30.
Makes the score Vikings 49, Ravens 19.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut. I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right,
I'm good.
We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route, because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost, but sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops, there he goes again.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Buying time to his left. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. On 2nd down, Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They go play action. Cousins. And that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect, and that is.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
Brings up 4th.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. On play action, Cousins. He's got his man on the crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards.